Guys, one meta concept with game. I'm just out here on a nice sunny afternoon smoking my cigar, but one meta concept with game is inbound versus outbound. Inbound always technically is a stronger frame to have. So when things come to you in life, when the girl texts you first, when people slide into your DMs, when they swipe up on your story, when they're liking your story, when they're liking your pictures on Instagram, all this stuff, it's an inbound concept where they see value in you and they come to you. When things come to you in life, it often sticks and stays much longer and better than if you go out and you try to grab stuff when you're outbound. So we should always be optimizing for inbound ultimately. Like, this is a meta concept on top of everything else, on top of all the other tactics. Like, when you're doing outbound cold approach, it is outbound because you're going up to people, right? They didn't come to you or see you. Even if they saw you over there and they were thinking of coming up to you and there's like a seed or a potential of inbound, like oh, who's that handsome guy over there who's like talking and laughing with all his friends and he's having a great time, and you go up to the girl, you already kind of unfortunately gave away some power. But that all being said, I do still heavily believe in outbound cold approach because you generate way more leads than if you sit around and wait for inbound, but you have no inbound systems. So sometimes to get the ball rolling in the very beginning, I would start planting seeds of inbound, but simultaneously be doing outbound. That's how you maximize your results. So for example, like in business, right? When you're starting a business from scratch, from zero, I would start your YouTube channel or start your content channel and start posting there, but you're going to get 1 like or 4 views on your video. You're going to get 12 views on your video, and you're not going to get results from that inbound source until much later, but you're planting the seeds and you're starting it because ultimately that is where you want to be, is having an inbound traffic channel. But simultaneously, so you started your YouTube channel, but then you're also going out and you're sending some cold DMs, some even warm messages to people that you know already. Hey, would you be interested in this, by the way, man, or whatever, right? Like, yeah, you're going outbound simultaneously. You're going to get a lot of no's from that outbound. A lot of the people that start with you on an outbound basis are going to be, just kind of like maybe open to try it out, but they weren't seeking this in the, even if they were in market, quote unquote, they didn't come to you for it, right? Because by making someone come to you, you're essentially making them say, you know what, I need this so much and I'm so interested in this, I'm willing to drop my ego and approach and go up to this person or submit this form or whatever the case is, right? So ultimately, when you do out, and relating this back to like the moral of the story is like always be optimizing for inbound, but when we're doing outbound, you want to try to convert that to an inbound. And how to do that is to essentially get the dynamic that the girl is chasing you. So when you do a cold approach, ideally, and here are just some ideas, I haven't fully perfected this system, but when you go up in cold approach, right, you're talking, maybe you get the number and you're going on the date. In between texts, maybe you're the one that's now slightly taking longer to respond. Maybe you're starting to grab more control of the conversation and make the girl like come to you in some way, or maybe you're like doing negs or pushaways in the text or in the conversation, right? Or when you're out on the date, like you're now making her qualify to you, like, okay, so why should I be interested in you? You're not saying that, but that's your frame, is like, but all the while, like, don't get me wrong, like, you asked her to come out on this date and you like made this whole thing happen, so if anything, you're chasing. But the fact that you have this frame, which is totally incongruent, by the way. It's not congruent. What would be congruent is the fact you're getting her out on this, so you're needing and you're chasing, but you simply sit back and now you're making her qualify. So like, what's so good about you? Like, why should I be interested in you? Like, okay, like blah, blah, blah. Like, wow, is that all you got? Like, okay, I mean, hey, that's an interesting choice. We can work on it. Not everybody has amazing taste right off the bat. I get it, but it's all good. So you're coming from this higher value frame, this why should I choose you frame, but it's funny because you essentially chose her and are getting her out on this date. So, but that's the moral of the story, guys, is like, you want to always try to be converting things to where they're chasing you and they're coming to you. When you're sitting around doing nothing and you get the text and you get the form submission and you get people swiping up or DMing you on Instagram, right? That's where you want to be. And I think you can even convert outbound leads into inbound eventually if you do enough negging, pushing, patience type of stuff where you're making them wait and want it, and now they're craving the validation a little bit from this conversation that you created. But yeah, so you're essentially reversing the dynamic. And one other idea with this is like Instagram, guys. So when you're for numbers and stuff, when you're getting the number, right? My cigar is kind of dying on me. Geez, can't believe you guys did this to me. But so what I'm starting to do now a little bit more, and I'm gonna play this out a little bit longer to actually really solidify this theory and this hypothesis, but I'm going for Instagrams as opposed to the phone number more often now when I'm doing cold approach and stuff, because what it does is it gets the girl seeing your page and seeing, wow, this guy has like a ton of followers, his pictures are freaking amazing, he's hot, he's sexy, he's handsome, he has everything going for him, he's posting videos about this high status thing he's doing, he's traveling to freaking Croatia, he has this amazing job, like he's killing it, like holy crap, this guy is him. She didn't get that because when you came up to her as some random in the bar, but now that she got your Instagram, she's starting to see you, because essentially what you're doing is you're doing content marketing on her. Content marketing is great because you can just post stuff into the ether asynchronously, not directly to her, but she's seeing it passively, and now she's generating interest in coming to you. You're displaying your value, and she's seeing that and getting more attractive. So essentially Instagram is a way to display your value in a non-needy way and create inbound desire, right? You can only create so much inbound desire through text or in an initial kind of shorter cold approach interaction. Oh yeah, oh, what do you do, Alex, by the way? Oh, okay, I'm a dentist. Like, okay, oh wow, oh, that's very cool. You don't want to go and tell these things. You want the girl to discover them on her own. And so yeah, like she'll discover, wow, this guy's an amazing conversationalist. Wow, this guy is really smart. Wow, this guy actually has a lot of cool things going for him. Wow, this guy has plans. We were talking about next weekend, and he mentioned he's going to Croatia with his friends or whatever, right? Or going to a yacht club, with his friends. Like, the thing is, you never want to tell these things. You want to display them. You always want to show and not tell. So you want these things to come up naturally in conversation. You want her to naturally see these things on your profile, right? Essentially, you always want to be displaying your value and having her find them out and start to generate desire. And when there's desire, there's inbound attraction being formed. So if she was really like bored on a Saturday and like, who is she going to hit up? Well, she's been like kind of thinking of hitting up that handsome Alex guy that she met last weekend, and he got her Instagram. So now she saw his Instagram, and she was seeing the pictures. Wow, this guy's actually really cool. Like, this guy's like the best option I have right now, actually. And like, I want to do something this weekend. Like, hey, what are you up to, Alex? Now you're getting inbound stuff. Oh, he didn't even respond that entire Saturday night. He responded like later on Sunday. Hey, sorry, I was out busy hanging out with some friends. We went to this club over here, this high-end club. Like, it was great. How was your night? Oh, it was great. Like, I was just seeing what you're up to, this and that. And now you're getting the chasing going, the inbound attraction. And now you have that arbitrage of value, right? I talked about in one of my other videos how you always want to technically have the higher value and the higher control and dominance in the relationship, because girls ultimately only like and stay with the guys that they see as higher value than them. So you always want to be cultivating that, always want to be optimizing towards that, towards higher value, towards dominance, towards her chasing, and that's how you get girls that stick. And guys, I have no loyalty to any one strategy of game. I don't like being a mean person. I just want to do what works, and what works is girls looking up to the guy that is higher value than them, that has things going on for himself, that has just cool values, handsome, he's got everything going for him, he's funny, he's charming, he's cool, right? He's calibrated, right? And he's not afraid to tease, to neg, stuff like that, and challenge the girl playfully, of course. So always be optimizing towards inbound, always be optimizing towards higher value. But what I mean by higher value, again, is like just like kind of coming off slightly cocky, slightly arrogant, sometimes not afraid to to tease and stuff like that. You always want to be optimizing towards this and towards this, towards the girl coming to you upwardly. Okay, that's just what works. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a guy relaying the findings of game, and the only way I've figured this stuff out is by actually going out and doing it. And these are the strategies that actually work in the real world once you actually start going out and trying to date girls. So like I said, I'm just relaying what works and what game really is once you get out there and you're starting to do it. So inbound over outbound all the time, always be optimizing towards it. But guys, you need to generate options. You need to generate confidence and the ability to build yourself up to a person that can go up to someone, get rejected, go up to another person, get rejected. And it doesn't matter because you know you're him. You know you're him, right? And if a girl stays in the interaction long enough to find those things out, she's going to be attracted. So talk to you guys in the next one.